Hi everybody, I'm here to talk to you about what we're going to be working on for the next 2 weeks. So, up until now, in at least first and second grade, you've always had your hefty Texas Treasures book that's filled with lots of little short stories and selections that you read, and then your teacher always tests to see if you understand what you read by asking you questions about it. And, the stories probably take us between 3 to 10 minutes to read, and, there's like 4 or 5 questions at the end of it, which has been great as we've been building up our stamina for reading and our comprehension of what we read. And now what we're doing is we're taking a little step forward, and we're trying out something new and fun, and it's called doing a novel study. So a novel study is when you pick a book or a novel, and you slowly read through it, and it's not like you would be reading in a normal book where you just read for pleasure. I want you to enjoy this book, but not only are we just reading to enjoy it, we're reading to really learn a lot from this book and pick up on words and be like, I'm not sure if I know what that word is. Let me figure out what that word is. This is a character, and this is what I know about that character. And instead of just, reading a few pages and having questions, it's a whole book to ask questions on, and it'll just be a little bit different. So, what you're going to be needing for this week, you'll need this book, and inside that big packet you got last week from school, there should be a page that starts to look like this, and it's novel study, freckle juice, and then the inside looks something like this. It's probably in a bigger packet for you. Mine's just separate. So when you came by my house yesterday, I saw the looks on your faces as most of you picked up this book, and I could tell what you were thinking. This book's kind of thin. Looks a little bit old. And there wasn't you were skeptical, maybe not lots of joy, but I want to tell you a couple things. So this is a second grade reading level book. It's the beginning of second grade. So it may seem easy to read, but since it's our very first novel study, I wanted to make sure that the actual book wasn't hard, because I want what we're doing with our brains to be really working. And then the other thing, Judy Blume is a beloved author. She's been around for a very long time, has tons and tons of books written. And possibly on the inside of yours, mine doesn't have it. This one just says Property of St. Rose of Lima. But possibly, if you look on the inside of your page, there might be a stamp with a teacher's name that looks like it's written in cursive, and it says Mrs. Gummany. And if you have one of the books that has Mrs. Gummany's stamp inside, that means you are possibly reading one of the copies of the book that I read when I was in second grade with Mrs. Gummany. So these are kind of cool. They only get used once a year. So, as long as you are gentle with it, like, books can last a very long time. And, it's just kind of like a timeless, fun story. I think you're really going to enjoy it. So what we need to do is, before we delve into this book, what you're going to be doing today, you're just going to open up the very beginning of your packet. You're going to check out the front of the book, read the back of the book, and you're going to answer some questions. So there's a page this might be what the beginning of your packet looks like. There's a page that says before reading. And you're going to write down the title of the author. You look at the front cover, and you're like, does the front cover give me any hints about this book? You read the back cover, and you say if you've learned anything from that cover, and based on the front cover and the back cover, you would write down, if you were to pick up this book in the library, would you be interested in reading it? Why or why not? It's okay if this wouldn't have been a book that you would have gravitated toward. You won't hurt my feelings, but I think, as we read it, you're going to enjoy it. And then on the back, it's a page that says, who is Judy Blume? And, if you know anything about Judy Blume right now, you answer the first 2 questions. You're going to answer them either way. What do you already know about Judy Blume? If you know nothing about Judy Blume, you'll answer in a complete sentence. I know absolutely nothing about Judy Blume, except when Mrs. Badalack talks about her, and she seems to be a famous author. What do you want to find out about Judy Blume? It's also a question. And then you're going to do some research. You're going to go on the internet with your parents, and Judy Blume actually has a website. See if you can find it. Find out about her as an author, and maybe her just little short biography, see who she is. Is she still alive? Is she dead? What kind of books does she normally write? Just find out some information about her. And that's all you have to do today. We're not actually opening up and reading. This week, throughout the week, we will be reading the first 3 chapters of the book. So if, after you answer these 2 pages, you do want to hop in and start reading, that's okay. We will be reading the first 3 chapters of the book this week. I'm really excited about the novel study. I hope you are too. And I'll see everyone later today in our Zoom class. All right, guys. Bye.